Scenic mountain trails, sunny beaches, snow-covered slopes. Oh, and a large crystal clear blue Alpine lake.
Hi guys, welcome to Lake Tahoe. We're having fun here.
Surrounded by the Sierra Nevada mountain range, with 300 days of sunshine and 400 inches of snow a year, this adventure playground in summer transforms to a winter wonderland. With the nation's top ski resorts, help to make this one of the U.S. most popular travel destinations. We start our tour at South Lake Tahoe on the Nevada side and travel clockwise around the lake. We'll explore Heavenly Valley, take a gondola up the mountain, one of Tahoe's most popular ski resorts. Ride the Ridge Rider mountain coaster. Go soaring on the Zipline. Head west on Highway 50 to Ski Run Marina, where we climb aboard the Spirit of Tahoe and sail to Emerald Bay. Then hop aboard a helicopter to show Emerald Bay from the sky and the west shore of the lake. Back on Highway 50 at El Dorado Beach, then to Tahoe Keys Marina, where you can take a balloon ride, then to Timber Cove Marina for some parasailing.
You gotta try this one.
1 minute now to touchdown.
We hop on an ATV just south of the lake at Pickett's Junction and ride the Burnside Trail. Go up Hawkins Peak. Head north on scenic California Highway 89 around the west side of the lake, showing Emerald Bay from the highway. Meeks Bay, Tahoe City. Travel north to Truckee, then back to the north shore of the lake to one of Tahoe's most popular beaches, Kings Beach. Back across the border into Nevada to Crystal Bay. On the northeast part of the lake, show Incline Village, Mount Rose, hike up a trail to Monkey Rock. Hop on a bike on the very scenic East Shore Trail to Sand Harbor. Drive along the east shore of the lake and end our video at Zephyr Cove.
So join us as we explore Lake Tahoe.
Just sit down and watch us.
Sunrise through the pine trees of Lake Tahoe from Emerald Bay. Mark Twain once said, "To breathe the same air of the angels, you must go to Lake Tahoe." But when should you go? Well, in this video, the summer footage we filmed in September, and most of the winter footage was filmed in early February. In general, the best times to visit Lake Tahoe are from March to May and from September to November. Late spring will be the best time to visit the waterfalls. This is Glen Alpine Falls, about 10 miles southwest of South Lake Tahoe, near Fallen Leaf Lake. And there's Eagle Falls, a short walk from Highway 89 in Emerald Bay. June to August is great to visit too, mostly sunny, but be aware it gets very crowded. For skiing, the trails start to open up in November, but usually it's early December before good snow conditions are in full swing. They last typically to the end of May. June is the latest month that it tends to snow. Keep in mind in winter months, there may be lots of road closures with the snowstorms, and with limited highways coming in and out, it can present a challenge. From mid-September to early December, you'll find the cheapest hotels and fewer crowds, less traffic, where you can really enjoy the beauty of Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe has 70 miles of shoreline. With an average depth of 1,000 feet, it's the nation's second deepest lake. Temperatures range between 41 to 68 degrees. It is 22 miles long and 12 miles across at its widest point. I stayed at the Motel 6 in South Lake Tahoe. Good clean room, convenient parking next to room. Good location 4 miles from Heavenly Valley on Highway 50. It's far enough away not to get stuck in the slow traffic around the state line in busy season. And an easy 15-minute drive to Emerald Bay. There are 3 big casinos at the state line in South Lake Tahoe. Harrah's on the south side of Highway 50, and Harvey's across the street. And next to Harrah's is Bally's. Of these 3, only Harvey's is pet-friendly. Heavenly Valley Village is just a few blocks from the state line. There's a big parking lot for the village on the back side. It's $3 per hour, a maximum of $20. The Marriott Grand Residence is right at the village, but not pet-friendly. However, Heavenly Mountain Lodge and cottages are pet-friendly. The Heavenly Valley Gondola, which operates on weekends, takes you 2.4 miles up the mountain. Unlike Telluride, this gondola is not free. It is $63 for adults, $32 for children 5 through 12, and $49 for teens 13 to 19. Add $30 if you want to include the mountain coaster. There's a stop midway at an observation deck that is over 9,100 feet high that gives you one of the best views of Lake Tahoe. Also a little cafe to get a bite to eat. Martin's Trail, a super easy 0.2 mile trail. We continue over the mountain to Heavenly Valley, which is right on the state line. The ski slopes and other lifts are on the California side, and the adventure activities are on the Nevada side. The Ridge Rider Mountain Coaster gives a great view of the mountainside and the lake. It is 3,400 feet in length and an exhilarating ride down the mountain, with multiple 60-degree loops, twists, and turns. For the Zipline, you take another ski lift to get to. They do load you down with a lot of gear, I'd say a good 20 to 30 pounds, and you'll have to climb up a tower, so be aware of that. It is $60, fairly long at 3,300 feet.
Ready to fly?
Oh yeah.
Reaching speeds of 50 miles per hour. There's also the Red Tail zip line, that's for kids, that is $19. Rock climbing, hiking, gemstone mining, and an aerial challenge course, among some of the other activities here. For food, there's the Tamarack Lodge that serves pizza, chili, salads, and other favorites. Alright, let's go down the mountain and show you around the village. In the courtyard in winter is an ice skating rink that transforms into a mini golf during summer months. There's Kalani's for Hawaiian eats and sushi rolls. For Italian food, there's Base Camp Pizza Company with live music. Ran into one of our subscribers, Tanya, here with her dogs Ava, Wally, and Domino. The village very dog friendly. On the corner of Highway 50 and Heavenly Valley Way is Azul Latin Kitchen. For something quick, I picked up fish tacos at Heaven's Little Cafe. There's a visitor center here too that's good to get more info from. A mile west of Heavenly Valley Village is Ski Run Marina, where we'll board the Spirit of Tahoe. You can rent kayaks, paddleboards, jet skis, and boats with Tahoe Sports. Kayaks are $50 per hour. In busy season, there's a 10% surcharge on weekends. Jet skis $184 per hour, plus fuel and marina fee.
Yeah, we just went out to jet skiing and it was amazing. The boat ride it was so speed. I couldn't believe that I was going on that much speed on the water. And at one point I was very scared, but it is a real thrill. We gotta try it once in a life.
There's the Riva Grill for waterside dining, as well as the Artemis Lakefront Cafe. A pet-friendly beach here. A smaller boat tour, but we are going with Tahoe Cruises on a bigger ship. A 2-hour sightseeing cruise to Emerald Bay is $65 to $95, depending on the season. It gives you a great view of Emerald Bay and close-up views of Fanette Island, views that you can only see from the water. Fanette Island is the only island in Lake Tahoe, with a granite tea house that sits at the top of the island. The cruise is narrated, and the staff is really friendly. All 4 members of the crew at one point or another would walk up to you and give you some history or info.
So they left them there, turned it into the scuba diving trail that it is today.
There's a full bar with snacks on board. I'd have to rate it as one of the best sightseeing cruises I've been on.
I'm in the Tahoe cruise and I met my friend Randy. I'm looking forward to see all his videos from the YouTube.
Across the street from Ski Run Marina is Big Daddy's Burgers. They have a good veggie burger. We continue west, now on a bike, with the first of 5 bike trails that we'll show. This is the Lake Tahoe Boulevard Bike Trail. It runs for 11.5 miles, from Pioneer Trail near Heavenly Village to Myers Bike Trail that we'll show later. We are riding along El Dorado Beach here, which is a mile west of Ski Run Marina. There are picnic tables, barbecue grills, a pedestrian promenade, and a boat ramp. You can rent a motorized boat with DK Boat Rentals or stand-up paddleboard with South Tahoe stand-up paddle. Just a block from the parking area is a really good health food eatery, Sprouts Cafe, where you can get wraps, burritos, and healthy sandwiches, a large menu of quality food. Now I'm going to show you 3 different ways you can explore Lake Tahoe from the sky. First is at Timber Cove Marina by Parasailing. There's a public beach here with the Beach Retreat and Lodge, a pet-friendly 3-star hotel with a beach tiki bar. As well as parasailing, you can also rent kayaks, jet skis, and boats with action water sports. They also have parasailing and activities from Lakeside Marina near the state line, which is where we picked up this fun group visiting from southern India, including my friend Sam, who has helped me narrate this video.
300 feet in altitude.
It is $90 to fly to 400 feet, 100 to 800 feet, or 115 to 1,000 feet. An observer can ride for $35.
It's very amazing here. It's my first experience, but it's very amazing. You gotta try this one.
We are cleared for landing.
Turn to the right for opposite direction traffic. They landing runway 1.
30 seconds until touchdown. Landing gear now down and locked. Pulling the drag chute. Main gear touchdown.
To go a little higher in the sky, up to 10,000 feet, we head 4 miles west of Timber Cove Marina to Tahoe Keys Marina. Here you can take a balloon ride for $349 from mid-May to mid-October. The balloon launches from the deck of the Tahoe Flyer boat. The entire experience, including the boat ride, is about 4 hours, beginning at around sunrise. For our third tour from the sky, we head south on US 50 to Lake Tahoe Airport. Tahoe helicopters have tours that range from a 10-minute Emerald Bay tour for $90 to an hour sunset tour for $450. I chose one of their 30-minute tours for $260 over the lake. Another look at Emerald Bay from the sky. Tahoe Helicopter's other 30-minute tour goes over the mountains to the south to view other smaller lakes and waterfalls. They also have a 45-minute tour that goes completely around the lake for $380. That area down there is a gated community in Homewood where Godfather 2 was filmed. Bryce the pilot was great, flexible. We just went where the visibility was best, avoiding smoke from a nearby fire. As we come back to the airport, we fly over the upper Truckee River. From the airport, we head 15 miles to the south on California Highway 89 to Markleyville for an ATV ride with Adventure Lake Tahoe. You meet at Pickett's Junction, where Highway 89 meets Highway 88. It is $295 for 2 hours, and each additional hour $145. In winter, they also have snowmobile tours in South Lake Tahoe that is about $45 cheaper. Lake Tahoe has a few ATV tours, but they are usually guided tours where you follow a group. I prefer just renting an ATV and having the freedom to go where you want to go and not breathing the dust of those in front of you. The main trail is the Burnside Trail, an easy 12-mile out and back trail to Burnside Lake, a gorgeous lake in a small valley. All right, Bella, it's your turn to drive. You can also take some side trails, climbing Hawkins Peak or Pickens Peak. I did a 2-hour rental, but I think 3 hours might be better. Gives you a little more time to really enjoy the scenery. I think I enjoyed this even more than our Valley of Fire tour in our Vegas video. Highly recommend. Now back in South Lake Tahoe. Here's the Myers Bike Trail that I mentioned earlier. This is near the Lake Tahoe Airport. Runs along Highway 89, that is also Highway 50 at this point. This trail connects to the Sawmill Bike Path and the Tahoe Bike Path. We begin our drive up the west shore of the lake, where Highway 50 separates from Highway 89, as 89 goes towards Emerald Bay. On the right is the Pope Baldwin Bike Path, a 3.6-mile asphalt trail. I'd say probably the second most popular paved trail in Lake Tahoe, as it winds through the pine forest. It is named for the two beaches that it goes by, Pope Beach and Baldwin Beach. Also, there are various mountain trails off the main trail for some off-road mountain biking. There are plenty of places to park here. The path parallels Highway 89 for 3 miles and goes up to Emerald Bay, passing through the popular Camp Richardson, which has lakeside dining, lodging, cabins, and RV camping as well. Highway 89 is a must-do around the west shore of Lake Tahoe. The scenic highway gets windy as it climbs up the mountain into Emerald Bay. In the distance, Cascade Lake. This section of 89 is typically closed during the winter for obvious reasons. As parts of it there are no guardrails, but in the summer, fall, and late spring, it provides a great view of Lake Tahoe and Emerald Bay. This is where we started the video with the sunrise. To the right, Inspiration Point, a good place to pull off for views of Emerald Bay, Fanette Island, and Vikingsholm Castle. Also trailhead for Cascade Falls. Further down on the left, parking for Eagle Falls. It's very popular, so in the summer, come early to find a spot. Across the street from Eagle Falls is parking for Vikingsholm Castle, which is $10. It's a 1-mile steep trail that leads to the 38-room mansion with Scandinavian architecture. Tours are $15 for adults, free for children under 7. Again, Tahoe Cruise is a great way to see the castle. We are now in Tahoma city limits. 6 miles north of Emerald Bay is Meeks Bay. Meeks Bay Beach, one of the more easily accessible beaches of Lake Tahoe. No dogs allowed here. The water is super clear. As a result, it's great for kayaking. Kayak rentals and food concessions available at the beach. The Meek Creek Trail is an easy flat 4-mile loop trail that leads to Meek Creek Falls. Also here, the 3-star Meeks Bay Resort with rustic wilderness cabins. Also a campground for tents and RVs up to 20 feet. The West Shore Bike Path runs from Meeks Bay to Tahoe City for 3 miles, mostly paved. In Tahoma, you'll find some reasonable lodging, places you don't see on major travel sites, like the pet-friendly Norfolk Woods Inn or the Tahoma Meadow Cottages. We now enter Homewood city limits. In winter, the Homewood Mountain Resort, a popular ski resort. At Tahoma, the high road becomes the low road as it hugs the west shore of the lake for a scenic drive. Our final city we'll show on the west shore is Tahoe City. In the center of town is Commons Beach with a waterfront promenade and several overlooks, plazas, and picnic areas. This is the largest city on the West Shore. Tahoe City has a walkable downtown and some of the best waterside dining options on Lake Tahoe, like Za's Lakefront, an Italian restaurant. You can parasail here with Lake Tahoe Parasail, or rent kayaks with Tahoe City Paddleboard. The Tahoe City Lakeside Bike Path is 3.5 miles long, runs between downtown and Dollar Point. We'll continue with the North Shore in a bit, but wanted to take a quick trip to the town of Truckee. While Truckee is not on the lake, it's only a 20-minute drive up Highway 89 along the Truckee River from Tahoe City and worth a visit. It's a western frontier mountain town, formerly a bustling mining town with great history of the California Gold Rush in the mid-1800s. Today, full of outdoor activities and a pedestrian-friendly historic downtown with plenty of eateries like Uncorked Truckee with elevated seating, where you have a great view of the train station across the street. Amtrak's California Zephyr runs through daily. It travels from San Francisco to Chicago, known as Amtrak's most scenic route, as it travels through the Sierra Mountains, as well as the Rocky Mountains that we showed in our Glenwood Springs video. Just west of Truckee is Donner Pass. In winter with the Donner Ski Ranch, popular for snow tubing and other snowplay activities, overlooking Donner Lake. Interstate 80 over the Donner Pass, named after the Donner Party, a group of American pioneers who migrated to California in the winter of 1846 and suffered greatly, having to resort to cannibalism in order to survive. We continue our tour around Lake Tahoe on Highway 28. Now on the North Shore at Tahoe Vista. North Tahoe Beach is located here. No parking fees, but with only 39 spaces, they fill up quickly in the summer. In my opinion, this is the nicest beach of North Tahoe, with a grassy area, horseshoe pit, barbecue grills, picnic tables, and volleyball courts. Another 5 minutes east is Kings Beach, the most popular beach of Lake Tahoe. The Treehouse Cafe, highly reviewed for their coffee. The Crown Motel, with their own private beach, also good reviews. There's White Cat Pizza and Jason's Beachside Grill right next to the beach. Parking for the beach from May to September, $10 a day, $5 all other times. An advantage to this beach is you have lots of services and food near the beach. The beaches on the California side of Lake Tahoe tend to be better for swimming. They get a little more sun, water is slightly warmer. You can parasail with North Shore Parasailing, or rent jet skis, boats, kayaks with North Tahoe Water Sports. Continuing east of the beach, there's Log Cabin Ice Cream on the right. Kings Beach, the largest town on the North Shore, makes it a good place to stock up on supplies. On the top of this hill is Historic State Line Fire Lookout. There's an easy paved 1.8-mile out and back dog-friendly trail to the top for one of the best views of Lake Tahoe. We now move from California back into Nevada at Crystal Bay. As soon as you cross the state line, there's the Crystal Bay Casino on the right. On the left used to be the Tahoe Biltmore, but being torn down to build the new Lake Tahoe Luxury Resort. Also Jim Kelly's Nugget, another casino. I find things are a little cheaper on the Nevada side. Nevada has a slightly less sales tax than California. Plus California has a 12% tourist tax. Now cities can charge their own tax, like Vegas that we showed last week has a hefty 13.3% tax. Gas tends to be $1 cheaper on the Nevada side. You'll find North Lake Tahoe is more relaxing and has a more of a rustic western mountain feel to it, whereas South Lake Tahoe has more nightlife, more commercialized, more crowded. Now in Incline Village, very popular in winter, with the Mount Rose Ski Resort, with the highest base at 8,200 feet. There are 7 chairlifts, 3 snowboard parks, makes it a favorite. Very convenient if flying into Reno. It's only 25 minutes away. In the summer, you can hike up to Monkey Rock. For both Monkey Rock and the East Shore Bike Trail, you can park at the Tunnel Creek parking lot. There's the Tunnel Creek Cafe, where you can have an espresso before your hike and a draft brew afterwards. Part of the trail is on the Spooner Backcountry Trails, which lead to the 4.4-mile Marlette Flume Trail. You can bike to, I'd say, about 0.2 of a mile of Monkey Rock. Then it gets too steep for a bike. Time for a break. Finally, there's Monkey Rock. I did make it look more difficult than it was, but still, for only a mile, it gives you a good cardio workout. Now to one of the most scenic bike trails in the U.S., the East Shore Bike Trail. It's a 3-mile paved trail from Incline Village to Sand Harbor.
Don't you want to live out your wildest dreams?
Starts up a little hill over the highway with a nice elevated view of Lake Tahoe, then drops down into a tunnel under Highway 28. Trail then continues along the shoreline.
So we could wander as far as the eye can see. I wanna take you with me. Where do you wanna go? Imagine the way it could be if life was an open road. Come on and take it easy. See the whole world up close. Let's get lost in the great unknown.
There's a few areas with little side trails leading to the water.
Today is too short not to take every chance, and I think we should do it all while we can.
Sand Harbor is gorgeous in the summer, but you can also enjoy it in the winter as well. Highway 28 in the Sand Harbor Visitor Center remains open throughout the year. Just gorgeous with the clear blue water and snow-capped mountains. Visitors can enjoy a horse-drawn sleigh ride.
It's never too late to tear out the page. Let's make a change of plans. I wanna take you with me. Where do you wanna go? Imagine the way it could be if life was an open road. Come on and take it easy. See the whole world up close. Let's get lost in the great unknown.
Sand Harbor Beach, one of the more highly reviewed beaches of Lake Tahoe. It's $10 for parking. With its crystal clear water, unique rock formations make it a great spot for swimming and kayaking. If Sand Harbor gets too crowded, there's Chimney Beach, Secret Harbor Beach, Whale Beach to the south. Beware though, Secret Cove Beach in this area is a nude beach.
Oh my goodness.
Highway 28 then cuts a little inland around Spooner Lake, which has a 2.5-mile nature walk around the lake, excellent in the spring with an abundance of waterfowl and wildflowers. Also a lot of good horse trails here. We pick up Highway 50 again, which brings us back to the shoreline. These are the best areas for a sunset, with some parking areas just north of Cave Rock. Now, as we finish our tour on the southeastern part of the lake, we approach Cave Rock. On north side of tunnel on Cave Rock Drive is a trailhead for an easy 0.8-mile hike to the top of Cave Rock Tunnel, where you get a great view of Zephyr Cove and Lake Tahoe. On south side of tunnel is a big boat launch area. Good place to put a boat in the water. At the Zephyr Cove Resort is another popular boat tour, the MS Dixie 2 Paddlewheeler, the largest cruising vessel in Lake Tahoe. It is $99 for adults, $55 for children 3 to 11 for a 2-hour cruise. They also have the smaller Tahoe Paradise yacht available for private charters. Zephyr Cove Marina also has kayaks and other boats, beach chairs, and umbrella rentals. The Sunset Bar and Grill offers patio seating for a great view of the beach and lake. Also at Zephyr Cove Resort, these pet-friendly nice cabins in a little forest right on the beach. Dogs are not allowed on the actual beach, but they are allowed in the picnic area just north of the beach. There's also an RV campground across the street. In summary, where else can you enjoy 70 miles of shoreline around a beautiful alpine lake year-round? I'd be interested to hear the places you've enjoyed in the Tahoe region in the comments below. We are Tampa Aerial Media. We film travel promos across the USA. Currently working on plans for a 3-video series in both Hawaii and Alaska, Lord willing. Next will be our Grand Canyon video, where we show both the South Rim and Grand Canyon West. Subscribe and click the notification bell. Lots of good videos coming soon. If you would like to hire us to film your city or region, contact us at info@tampaaerialmedia.com. From the Sierra Nevada mountains, I wish blessings to you, wherever you may be.